Hi everyone, we're here with Leonardo.K from Italy. Leonardo is definitely one of our best successful stories. In the last few months, he has been with the Fiverr trading and he has an incredible performance we'll share with you right now. And he started, as everyone does, with a 10K evaluation real account, correct, Leo?
Yeah,
and
sure.
Again, he has reached a 160K account. So he's right now at the level 3 PM with us with the fund. So Leo, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Great. Where are you from, Leo?
I'm from Venice, Italy.
From Venice, Italy. Great.
Yeah.
And how long have you been trading?
Well, actually, I started trading Forex, I would say 2 years ago by now. But I messed with all styles of trading and options, everything for 5 years almost, I think. So, yeah.
Okay, and how long have you been with the 5ers?
With the 5ers, it's since December 2019.
19, so almost 10 months, roughly 10 months.
Exactly, I was counting, yeah.
So you have been with us these 10 months, and since then you have doubled up your account twice, correct?
Yeah.
You passed the evaluation period on a 10K account, you got a 40K.
If you count that, it's 3 times then.
Yeah, if we count the evaluation. You got a 40K, you got to a 10% target, you got a new account of 80K, and then a 160K. And share with us a little bit of your experience, if you want, your trading strategy or your method, or tell us about it.
Yeah, so my trading strategy is quite unique, I think, because I trade only in specific hours of the day, which is the market open, because usually, not always, of course, usually the market open times are more flat than the rest of the day. Okay. So there are some patterns that you can see and you can exploit, as I do.
Okay, so no specific indicators or
no, not really. Basic stuff as indicators, because I use indicators only because I trade with bots, with EA. So you need to have some indicators to tell the robot when to do certain things. Yeah. So I just use indicators for that aim, but if I would trade manually, maybe I wouldn't even need an indicator, I think.
I see. Yeah, that's great. So I would like to show everyone your accounts and your statistics, if you're fine with that. So you start out with a 10K evaluation account, real account, as everyone. I believe once you passed it, you got paid, correct?
Yeah.
Half the profits you got paid, and then
half the profit, and I got refunded the sum I paid for the evaluation account.
Fantastic. Yeah, great. So we can say since that point you're risk-free with the fund.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
So you got this account, a $40,000 account. We can see your statistics, which is outstanding. You didn't have any drawdown at all. It's
well,
amazing.
If you want.
It's interesting because you did have some. If we look at your ratios, every trader has this information with him, and we see your win-loss ratio. And although your average profit is a bit smaller than your average loss, you keep a really high win ratio, and that's how you overcome the average profit ratio, correct? So you have what's your risk management to overcome that?
Well, of course, every position I open has a stop loss and a take profit, but they never get hit because I close the position before.
Okay.
So those data, of course, are on an average. And what I say is that you don't actually need a positive outcome from those data, like positive, how do you say it?
Ratio?
Yeah, the ratio, the win is bigger than the loss. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
You don't actually need it if you're confident that your strategy has a high percentage of win rate. It's just math, actually. It's a game of
Numbers.
it's a balance. Yeah, you can have 99% win ratio, but still have a negative curve because one big loss can wipe out all of the account if you're not managing it correctly.
Correct.
So
And
it doesn't actually matter a lot, the ratio. You have, of course, to be confident of your percentages, and that's why you should always test before on a demo account and wherever before going live. So you know the percentages of your strategy, what is the weak point. And so, yeah, you have to put work before going live, in my opinion, at least.
yeah, great advice. Now, if we're talking about risk, we know we have some risk parameters in place. You know, we are a fund and we need to keep the money safe.
Yeah.
But we also need the traders to succeed in order to succeed ourselves. So how would you say the risk parameters we have, you know, the relative drawdown and the max exposure, how has that benefit your trading?
It has benefited my trading, I have to say it has, because it gave me some blueprint to follow. I had to stick to that, to those limits. So it actually gave me a better money management because I would not even think about doubling my positions or doing crazy stuff such as moving stop loss or dangerous things. So yeah, you have to be confident about your strategy, and you need to respect very carefully those limits.
Nice. Yeah, great. That's a great.
It's a good point. It's actually a good thing for, especially for new traders, of course. It's a
Yeah,
good thing that those limits are severe and strict. Like, yeah.
yeah. Because once you break
It's
those
important
limits,
that they are very clear, of course.
correct. Because
Yeah.
once you break those limits, you told me that before, your psychology starts to play around with you. Correct?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's exactly what you want to avoid. Those limits, you see those limits as impediment to your growth, but they are actually saving you from the psychology side. It's not about making some more money if you break the limit a little bit. It's just avoiding to risk more when something bad happens. So you protect your account in this way. And you never run out of opportunities to make money later, I think. There's always opportunity going forward. So even if you miss a trade or miss some opportunity, you think you could have done more money with that trade, but the limit prevents you to doing it, there's no problem because opportunities come
all the time. Yeah, great words. So once you pass this account, you reach your milestone, the 10% target,
yeah
and you got again paid half the profits every month.
yeah
Okay, but your balance didn't change, correct?
no, I never had to worry about taking money from my account, and it's a very important thing, very important.
Yeah.
You just trade and see the account grow, that's it.
Okay, and then you got this brand new account now with 80K, which then we can see your statistics is almost unbelievable, and you succeed again with this account.
Yeah.
and you got your actual account, correct? Which is 160K.
Yeah.
You're already positive, but you did have some drawdown here. So how did you manage during that drawdown? How do you manage some strikes of losing trades?
Yeah, for instance, those drawdowns are the only two positions since I am with the 5ers that hit the stop loss. And it happened because the ATR, which is the average of the size of each candle, was very high during those periods.
Yes.
Still it is now. So since I have a fixed stop loss, like it's a fixed amount of pips, and the ATR was bigger, they got hit because they were negative trades. So I was confident about my strategy, and even if you can see that the drawdown was not recovered immediately, because the wins are smaller than the losses, and in the way I trade, I was still confident because I tested my strategy before and I saw some situations of drawdown. So yeah, this is only thanks to the fact that I tested my strategies a lot before going live.
Yes.
So I was not scared at all by those drawdowns. And I have to say that even the limits of the position of the exposure you could open helped me reduce the size of that drawdown, because the exposure can be so much high, not more. Otherwise, you break the limit. So yeah, I avoided to lose the account.
Well done. Very, very, very amazing. So your next goal is to reach, again, 10% on this account, and then you will get a 360K account.
320?
320, yeah, 320K account.
Yeah.
And so you're looking forward for that.
Of course, well, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. I think you are an inspiration for many traders that they just start out with a relative small account, your verification account, but a few months later you can get there, correct?
Yeah, correct. I still have to learn a lot, by the way. I am considered a newbie as well in the Forex market. I'm young and I did not trade much, so I would take those words carefully, so I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Leo, anything else you want to add?
No. Well, one thing actually, I stumbled actually with across many other firms, trading firms,
Okay.
but I like the 5ers more because they are clear on the front page. You open the site, you read what you need to know, and you're good to go. Other firms have a website where they don't try to hide things, but it's not always clear, like the limits or the payment system. Here I found everything clear from the start. That's why I choose to stay with the 5ers.
Yeah, good to hear. Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, it's very important.
Well, Leo, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Thanks for me as well.
Seeing you succeeding.
Yeah.
Keep going, keep trading.
Yeah, I hope so. Of course.
Fantastic. So we'll be in contact. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you as well.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.